Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the pros and cons of staying in a deluxe studio at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village. I had a recent stay back in April and there was 2 adults staying for 3 nights. I hope that you enjoy my comparison of the rooms at Jumbo House to Kidani Village, as Kidani Village just completed a refurbishment. As always, if you like my pros and cons videos, you can see them on my channel, as well as other videos I post, room tours and resort videos as well. Thank you so much and hope you like this video. So, like I mentioned before, there was 3 nights in a deluxe studio. We had a resort view studio, and with Kidani Village, a resort view studio means you are facing on the west side of the resort, and that could either be over the parking lot or over the pool area. And if you are lucky towards the more northern side, you may have a partial savanna view, but for the most part, you are getting a true kind of standard resort view studio. This room sleeps 4 people, and one of the pros is that these rooms just got recently refurbished. So in 2026, these rooms got a full redo, and I did really like all of the touches that they completed in this room. If you go back to my channel and watch a video of a value Jumbo House Studio, you could see the comparison of what it did look like versus what it now looks like, and it is completely different. I love the small touches they added, although they did take away some of the more animal designs of the rooms. They did try to implement those as much as possible in this refurbishment. Now, as you walk in on the left of the room, for my particular room, was the kitchenette, and on the right would be the bathroom. Now that I feel is a pro or a con. So I'm always used to, in most of the deluxe studios, you having a more open bathroom concept with the sink in a outdoor, and then you would go inside of a regular door for the toilet room and the bathtub combo shower. This one is unique where the door is separates the bathroom area from the original room, and in that separate space then you have another door to get you into the toilet room, versus now you have the sink and the shower in the room. Now, that is a pro or a con depending on how you view it. Maybe a little bit more privacy or different ways to go around that. But one thing that I did note is that I did really like all of the touches in the bathroom to make it just a little bit brighter. The pro about this room in total is that there's a lot more lighting than there had been previously. Now, when you go back to the main room, you do now have that pull down Murphy bed, which was always a minus for these rooms. And I really like the touches of the Lion King to this room. It's subtle. They have like a small mirror above the table. Now, what I would say is, just over my experience, there was a lock off to this studio, and in that little corner, that's where we stowed some of our luggage and under the main queen bed. But besides that, there's not too much room. They do have like an armoire that takes up some space, and the table and chairs they put in the corner. When you have that pull down bed, um, fully done, there is just not a lot of room in that corner to get out into the patio, and that could be a plus or a minus. If you are one to always put up the bed in the beginning of the day, then you wouldn't really notice a difference of space. But just keeping that bed down, we did notice for 3 days that it was hard to, we had to manage the table and chairs a little bit, to get around and to open the curtains and things like that. Now, I would say If you have 2 or 3 adults, the room is a decent size. Now, if you have 4 full adults with the luggage issue, you may have issues finding space. But overall, I do think that this room is a little bit larger than other ones I have stayed in. And I hope to stay in a one-bedroom villa or larger so that I can get a comparison of the room sizes. I hope you loved this pros and cons. If you were to stay here on your next trip, I highly recommend it. While there are still some cons, just with any recent refurbishment, you may notice, a lack of complete theming, but I did think that the designs they chose did fit with the theme of Animal Kingdom. One last pro before I forget is that this room still does have a fan. Not all rooms that I've stayed in have a fan on the top of the ceiling, and that just is a nice touch that they were able to keep that into this refurbishment just to help with the airflow. And I do appreciate you staying to the end of this video. Let me know, have you stayed in a recently refurbished Kidani Village room? Comment down below what your thoughts are, and I hope to see you in the next one.